Okay, in this video tutorial, I will discuss about how to mitigate or mitigation practices to protect internet-based activity from web application attack. There are several different steps that a system admin need to perform in order to minimize the risk of experiencing the attack. The first one, use the latest browser version and patch panel. For example, on the Google browsers, you can check the update here, see if your Google has the latest update. Okay, that's number one. Two, verify that the operating system is up to date and have the latest patch. If I go to Window Update on your client machine, right? You can this method is also applied for the server. See the update history and check when did the last time you perform update. Okay. Uh, Normally in the domain environment, there is a Wusu server that help you to deploy, install, and uh, let me see. Okay, so in the server environment or in the domain environment, usually there is a Wusu server, Windows Update server that the system admin will deploy to all the clients within the organization. The third one is installing antivirus, anti-spyware, and firewall software or a hardware software or of a hardware firewall. Okay. Other things is using input validation when using programming services. And there are two different kind of input validation. The first one is called client-side validation. That means this is used on the local system to identify input error before the data is sent to the server. For example, let's say that a user submit a form or fill out a form. When the user forget to enter the data, it will return a pop-up. It says, please resubmit again and fill out the form. Okay, so this is a client-side validation. Normally, a programmer or developer will use JavaScript. The second type of user input validation is a server-side validation. Server-side validation means used for error detection after the data is being sent to the server. Some experienced attacker can circumvent client-side validation technique, so the server-side validation is also necessary or a necessity. Okay. For example, attacker could send data to the server from the outside application standard user interface bypassing any input validation measure that have been implemented on the client. So normally it is always a good idea as a developer or programmer to have a client-side validation as well as a server-side validation to ensure that we have an effective security measure. Okay. The next thing is called DNSSEC. DNSSEC is a security extension. This security measure, this is a security measure that only allow connection from the client to the server that have been given a digital certificate. Okay, so this is to prevent rogue DNS. Okay, so if a client obtain DNS IP address from a raw DNS, it will not be validated because the server requires to have a digital certificate that has been previously given to ensure that the connection between the client and the server is secure. Okay, so DNS security. The next item is HTTPS, right? This is a transfer protocol. This is a hypertext transfer protocol over transport layer security, or TLS, okay, or over secure socket layer, okay, protecting your browser against the threat. So let's say that a user login to a website. Let's say it's a testout.com. Make sure that you use HTTPS. Nowadays, many of the websites are requiring HTTPS because otherwise customer or client will be hesitant to visit the website. Let's get another example, like CNN.com. See, it's automatically in the secure. So most of the web nowadays are using secure socket layer or digital certificate. This is to give the confidence for the clients to connect to a web server. All right. So we have DNSSEC, HTTPS. Also, you can add some add-ons to increase security browsing activities like NoScript or ad blocks. Let me give you an example in the case of Google, right? Since I'm using a Google Chrome, there is a add-on Chrome security, right? Chrome add-on security here. So there are some add-on. Let's check here the best add-on securities. I'm going to scroll down, and here you can choose some of this. Okay. SiteJabber, Secure Mail GS. Okay. New metrics. Let me see if I can find out the popular one. Add-on security for Google Chrome. I think the name is a security suite. Security suite. Well, here they give you all the name, but there are some other things that I need to look. Maybe when I come up later, I will give it to you here. No add-on. Okay, let me see. Suite Lite security for add-on for Google. No, here we go. NoScript Suite Lite. Here we go. So I'm gonna add to the NoScript Suite Lite. So if I click add to the Google and add extension, okay. So now the security add-on is being added here. Let me see if I go to a certain website here, CNN.com. Okay, here we go, right? Usually, like a popular website like CNN want us to allow script because this is how we get the free news, because there are a lot of advertising or pop-ups where the company receive their revenue. Here we go. Okay, script. Let me go to another one. Let me see www.themonitor.com. See if we can have this. The Monitor local newspaper. Let's see if they have it. Here we go. We have this. There are two of this. There's script here. Okay, the next thing is to train user. Log out to the website when finished. This also help that hacker will not enter into the session while they are in session. Okay, so I hope that this video is informative to you, and please review this material one more time. Thank you.